In this tutorial, I demonstrate how to use Go Line and tactical toggles to hang a tarp with a ridgeline. Set up the ridgeline. The ridgeline is the rope that runs between the two trees that will support the tarp. You'll need 4 tactical toggles and a length of Go Line. I recommend about 30 feet of cordage so it'll be long enough for most situations. Connect one end of the ridgeline to the first tree. To do this, thread 2 tactical toggles onto one end of the rope, as shown here. One toggle is used to connect to the tree, and the other will be used to connect to the tarp later. Pass the rope around the first tree, and wrap the rope tightly around the toggle 3 times while keeping a little tension on the line. It should look like this with both toggles on the line. Alternative method for attaching to the first tree. Thread 2 toggles onto the rope and tie an overhand loop on one end of the ridgeline. Pass the end with the loop around the first tree, then pass the toggle through the loop and pull tight. Now connect the ridgeline to the second tree. Thread 2 tactical toggles onto the free end of the ridgeline. Pass the end of the rope around the tree, but this time, put a little tension on the rope and wrap it 3 times around the toggle to lock it in. Only one toggle is shown on each end here, but there should be 2 toggles between the 2 end toggles. To gain a mechanical advantage and to get a tighter ridgeline, push a bite through the center of the toggle and push the loop over one end of the toggle. You can do this with or without twisting the loop. Next, put the working end over the toggle and put some tension on the rope. The toggle creates a makeshift pulley that multiplies the force you apply to the rope. Then wrap it around the toggle 3 times. You should now have a taut ridgeline. Next, add a length of Go Line to each of the 2 peak tie-off points on your tarp. I use a piece about 24 inches long. Tie an overhand loop and pass the loop through each tie-out point. And then pass the end of the rope through the overhand loop to create a girth hitch. Or you can use tactical toggles like you did on the trees if you prefer. You'll notice that the 2 center toggles that you threaded onto the ridgeline are adjustable. You can easily position them near the tarp. Next, connect one end of the tarp to the toggles by wrapping the cordage around the toggle 3 times, just like on the other connections, and repeat on the opposite end. Next, cut 4 pieces of Go Line to a length of about 6 to 8 feet each for the guidelines. These will be used on the 4 corners of the tarp that will be staked out. Now, connect them to the tie-out points at the corners of the tarps. This connection will be adjustable if necessary. Attach each of the guidelines to a stake and drive them into the ground while putting a little tension on the tarp. My preferred knot for this is the marlin spike hitch. To tie this knot, create a loop in the line by taking a bite of cordage and folding it up over the standing end. Then thread a stake over one side of the loop, under the standing end, and over the other side of the loop. Then pull 180 degrees away from the standing end. This tightens the marlin spike hitch and prevents it from collapsing into an overhand noose. To untie a marlin spike hitch, just slide the stake out of the knot and pull the end. To disconnect Go Line from the tactical toggles, just unwrap the working ends from the toggles. It's that easy. Thanks for watching. More tutorials are coming soon.